Gerald Thomas went home that night believing his daughter would be dead by morning. He slept soundly. And the next day, he made his second mistake, the one that would cost him everything he owned. My father woke up the next morning expecting a phone call from the hospital. A time of death. Maybe a form to sign. He'd already rehearsed what he'd tell people. I could picture it, the catch in his voice, the hand over his heart. We lost her. The injuries were just too severe. But the call didn't come, not because anyone told him I was alive. It simply didn't come. And rather than call the hospital himself, rather than drive down and check on his youngest daughter, Gerald Thomas spent that Wednesday morning doing something else entirely. He went to steal my house. Here's what I didn't know at the time, what I wouldn't learn until weeks later. My grandmother Lillian had already transferred the Norristown house into my name before she died. The deed was handled through her personal attorney. It was clean, legal, filed with the county, and my father had no idea it existed. What he did know was that Lillian was gone, the house was sitting empty, and someone was going to claim it, so he made sure that someone was him. He had a power of attorney document. My signature was on it. Except I had never signed it. He'd traced my handwriting from old medical consent forms, the ones he'd made me sign when I was barely 18 and didn't know any better. He brought the forged POA to a notary he knew, a man named Carl who owed him a favor and didn't ask questions. Carl stamped it. Gerald filed the deed transfer at the county recorder's office that afternoon. By Thursday, the house was in his name. By Friday, he'd walked into a bank and taken out a mortgage against it. $280,000. Cash in hand within a week. The money didn't go toward my medical bills. It didn't go into a savings account. It went to pay off gambling debts. Debts that nobody in our family, in our church, in our neighborhood knew existed. He didn't know the house was already in my name. He didn't know how it got there. And he certainly didn't know about the man my grandmother had called Kessler. But here's the thing about forged signatures. They hold up only as long as nobody looks closely. And somebody was about to look very, very closely. I opened my eyes on a Tuesday, 3 weeks after the accident.